I walked 10 blocks today under the same cold sun. I chose a different route, trying to find a place you haven't run. But every street lamp corner, every shop sign's lonely glow acts like a silent border patrol, ensuring that I know that I can cross the perimeter of memory, the line you drew so clear. Every step I take away from you only brings you closer here. You are the permanent shadow cast by the light I can't outrun, a reminder of the beautiful war that I ultimately lost and you won. And now the consequence is measured in the space, the simple cruel geometry of your absence in this place. I trade the possibility of moving on for the comfort of the ache, knowing every single breath I take is a boundary I can't break. This is the perimeter of memory, the zone I can't escape. A map drawn in the asphalt, sealing my lonely shape. I see the ghost of your hand reaching for mine in every crowd, crying out a final promise that was whispered way too loud. I'm trapped inside the circle where your presence still resides, bound to the final landscape where nothing else survives. I found a new reflection in the glass of the museum wall. I thought that seeing someone different might break the painful thrall, but the angle of the light, the way my jacket fell, it was a perfect imitation of the man you used to tell about your hopes and fears too, the future you had planned. Before I failed the final mission and let go of your hand, I try to build new temples, try to find a fresh new ground, but every foundation I pour only gives back your familiar sound. And now I move like a prisoner inside a world that used to glow. I can't cross the perimeter, no matter how hard I try to go. I trade the possibility of moving on for the comfort of the ache, knowing every single breath I take is a boundary I can't break. This is the perimeter where with a where your presence still resides, bound to the final landscape where nothing else survives. Nothing else survives. Nothing else survives.
I saw you laughing on the street with friends I didn't know. You told a story vividly about something long ago. I leaned in close to hear it, hoping for a familiar line, a mention of a moment that I thought was surely mine. But the words you spoke were new now, the history rearranged, and I realized that every single thing about our past has changed. You spoke of lessons learned, but you skipped the part with me, the cruelest recognition that you are finally free. And now the consequence is cold, measured in the way you smile. A perfect, distant happiness, completely reconciled. I'm standing here as a keeper of the past you put to rest. And the hardest pain I carry is the memory I hold best. I am the first memory you erase, the chapter you skip clean, the inconvenient truth of who you were, lost in the in-between. You swept away the fragments, you cleared the final dust, while I'm still clinging fiercely to the remnants of our trust. You found a brand new story, leaving mine untold. The sorrow is the silence when your heart begins to grow cold. I still remember the feeling when we sat on that park bench, the secret code we spoke in the small, loving trench. We dug for our connection, shielding it from the light. We thought it was invincible, lasting through the night. Now I walk past that same bench, it's just wood and rusting steel, and it holds no recollection of the love we thought was real. I try to force the feeling, try to summon the old heat, but the world agrees with you now, our defeat is complete. And now the consequence is cold, measured in the way you smiled. A perfect, distant happiness, completely reconciled. I'm standing here as a keeper of the past you put to rest. And the hardest pain I carry is the memory I hold best. I am the first memory you erase, the chapter you skipped clean, the inconvenient truth of who you were, lost in the in-between. You swept away the fragments, you cleared the final dust, while I'm still clinging The sorrow is the silence when your heart begins to grow cold. I wouldn't wish this sadness on you, I wouldn't wish this ache, but I wish you left me one small sign for my lonely heart to take. Just a single broken word that you didn't quite forget, to prove that I was real and not just pure regret. Swept away the fragments, you cleared the final dust, while I'm still clinging fiercely to the remnants of our trust. You found a brand new story, leaving mine untold. The sorrow is the silence when your heart begins to grow cold, begins to grow cold. I sit across the table, watching the light leave your eyes. It's not a sudden rupture, just a gentle, slow surprise. You talk about the weather, you talk about the news, but the subject of us is the one topic we always refuse. I see the vacant glances, the hands that won't reach out, the invisible wall we built from fear and silent doubt. And I realize that you've already left, you just haven't closed the door. You're dismantling the foundation, piece by agonizing piece, and nothing more. And now I'm measuring the distance in the silence that we share, a fragile ticking countdown that hangs heavy in the air. I watch the warmth escaping, knowing I can't command it to stay. I'm just a witness to your love's inevitable decay. This is the half-life of a promise, the slow reduction to dust, the scientific evidence that even true devotion loses its trust. I know the math is final, I know the formula is complete, watching your love diminish, a sorrow I can't defeat. You're fading by the minute, a ghost I still can touch, a beautiful, terrible fraction, meaning just too much. I try to remember the person who laughed beside me then, but even the photographs
are starting to fade the moment back again. I search your face for flicker of the fire we used to know, but the embers are cold now, refusing to glow. I catch myself whispering the promises you used to make, just to hear the sound of the commitment that my memory can't forsake. I wanna ask you to stay, but the words get caught in my throat, because the greatest act of love is giving you the final antidote. And now I'm measuring the distance in the silence that we share, a fragile ticking countdown that hangs heavy in the air. I watch the warmth escaping, knowing I can't command it to stay. I'm just a witness to your love's inevitable decay. This is the half-life of a promise, the slow reduction to dust, the scientific elegance that even true devotion loses its trust. I know the math is final, I know the formula's complete, watching your love diminish, a sorrow I can't defeat. You're fading by the minute, a ghost I still can touch, a beautiful, terrible fraction, meaning just too much. I close my eyes and I can feel the moment you decide to finally let the last of your affection step outside. I won't stop the process, I won't raise my voice to protest. I just hold the memory that I used to be the one you loved best. A sorrow I can't defeat. You're fading by the minute, a ghost I still can touch, a beautiful, terrible fraction, meaning just too much. Meaning just too much. I saw the new instructions scattered on the kitchen floor, a brighter, better version of what you wanted me for. The plans were clearly labeled, the materials sharp and new, a complete replacement for everything I used to do. I was the original blueprint,
fragile, faded and worn, the foundation you started on before the perfect day was born. Now I'm just excess material stored in the dusty shed, a quiet, painful reminder of all the words we left unsaid. And now I watch you building with a confidence I never knew, creating a flawless future that leaves no room for me or you. The way we were is obsolete, a chapter you put to rest, and the deepest pain I carry is knowing that he does it best. I am the obsolete blueprint, the model you discarded long ago, the failed experiment in love that you no longer need to know. I watch your structure rising sturdy, sharp and clean, and I am just a fragile memory of a project that has been torn up and replaced now without a final glance. The quiet, cruel destruction of a second single chance. I still remember the feeling when you needed my support. I was the only harbor when you crashed upon the shore. I thought that shared survival would bind us ever close, but shared history is heavy, a burden nobody chose. You needed a fresh slate, a clean design, a steady hand, someone who didn't carry the sorrow of this broken land. And I understand the choice now, I understand the final cost, that to gain your perfect future, everything about me had to be lost. And now I watch you building with a confidence I never knew, to creating a flawless future that leaves no room for me or you. The way we were is obsolete, a chapter you put to rest, and the deepest pain I carry is knowing that he does it best. I am the obsolete blueprint, the model you discarded long ago, the failed experiment in love that you no longer need to know. I watch your structure rising sturdy, sharp and clean, and I am just the fragile memory of a project that has been torn up and replaced now without a final glance. The quiet, cruel destruction of a second single chance. I hope the walls are sturdy, I hope the windows never break, I hope the foundation is stronger for the choices that you make. I pray he gives you everything, everything I failed to give, because watching you happy is the only way I can live. started long ago. The failed experiment in love that you no longer need to know. I watch your structure rising sturdy, sharp and clean, and I am just the fragile memory of a project that has been torn up and replaced now. Without a final glance, the quiet, cruel destruction of a second single chance.
I turned the key just now, hoping for a final change, that the memory of your laughter would finally rearrange. But the coat rack is still empty, your shoes are gone from the mat, and the silence in the stairwell is exactly where you left it at. I climb the steps so slowly, measuring every stride, hoping the old floorboards remember the way you used to hide behind the kitchen counter, just to make me smile and search. Now the whole house is a sanctuary centered around your church. And now I walk through the shadows, feeling the cold where you used to be. Every single object is still tethered to the history. I trade the possibility of moving on for the ghost of your soft hand, trapped in the empty spaces that I struggle to understand. This is the silence in the stairwell, the heavy weight of the air, a fortress built of memory, a cross I have to bear. I keep waiting for your voice, calling my name from the kitchen, the beautiful illusion that I endlessly wishing that you would walk back through the doorway, shatter the final line. But the quiet confirms the verdict that you were never truly mine. I look at the window now, where the evening light still falls. It used to paint your silhouette across the bedroom walls. I try to remember the words we spoke on our very last night, but all I hear is static, blurring out the dying light. I should sell this apartment, wipe the history from the deed, but I need this constant torture, I need this silent creed, because the only proof I have left that our connection was real is the overwhelming emptiness that only these walls can feel. And now I walk through the shadows, feeling the cold where you used to be. Every single object is still tethered to the history. I trade the possibility of moving on for the ghost of your soft hand, trapped in the empty spaces that I struggle to understand. This is the silence in the stairwell, the heavy weight of the air, a fortress built of memory, a cross I have to bear. I keep waiting for your voice, calling my name from the kitchen, the beautiful illusion that I endlessly wishing that you would walk back through the doorway, shatter the final line. But the quiet confirms the verdict that you were never truly mine. I close my eyes and I can see the movement of your form before the final departure, before the last quiet storm. And I open them to nothing, just the terrifying space, the architecture of sadness in this lonely place. This is the silence in the stairwell, the heavy weight of the air, a fortress built of memory, a cross I have to bear. I keep waiting for your voice, calling my name from the kitchen, the beautiful illusion that I endlessly wishing. But the quiet confirms the verdict that you were never truly mine. Never truly mine.